there's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Bryce Baringer now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Allen going to throw. Quick slant to Shakir. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete to Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Throwing now is Allen. That's taken in by Palmer. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Cook up the gut. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Allen. Shakir holds it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. To the air, Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Broken tackle. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And past the 40 before he's out. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Austin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. At the 42-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll set up a throw. He finds Austin complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. Back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Allen going to throw. Completes to Shakir once again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And this is Cook with the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing now is Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Open man, it's Palmer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the... So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air, Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Running for it, here's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That's caught, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Austin. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Allen now on the option right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now Allen.
Now inside the 25. Down inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right back to Tracy.
He stiff arms him, muscles him off. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1.
On play action, they'll throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's good for a Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
In motion, the tight end. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
From 4 yards out.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 28-10. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
77 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bills look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, Maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throws right side, and that's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
This now a 3rd and 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Buffalo,
they make NFL history with this. Their 17th